Hello, hosts and travelers. Welcome to the podcast Hosting Your Home. Each week, around the world, millions of guests stay in other people's homes using the Airbnb platform. Debbie Herder looks for stories that come from these connections. Listen in as we hear stories that teach us the human side of hosting your home.
Welcome to Hosting Your Home. This is Debbie. One of the really yummy things I got out of the Host2Host conference preparation was talking with various vendors. And I learned so much, and I met some really unique and super nice people. This next interview is with Andrew Kitchell of Wheelhouse. Wheelhouse provides a pricing service for short-term rentals. They analyze the pricing of local home sharing listings, local hotels, and current events. Those three components affect pricing of accommodations, and Wheelhouse uses PhD-level data scientists to make highly informed pricing decisions. I've used dynamic pricing in the past, and of course, most of us are familiar with Airbnb smart pricing. I've been using Wheelhouse now for 2 or 3 months, and I'm pretty darn impressed with it. I'm also pretty darn impressed with Andrew and his team. They were just awesome while they were here. So Andrew has a special to offer our listeners, so stay with us until the end. I'll be back. Andrew Kitchell, thank you for being here. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
So can you start by just telling us a little bit about you, what your background is? And
Sure. Well, I'm one of the many creators of Wheelhouse.
Yes, okay.
I'm the co-founder and CEO of Wheelhouse.
Okay.
So my history in the short-term rental space, the vacation rental space, the Airbnb space, it started about 8 years ago, and my roommate was in my roommate at the time was in a startup accelerator called Y Combinator. And he came home one day and he said, I just heard about this really crazy idea from someone who I'm in the accelerator with, and it's called Air, Bed, and Breakfast. And I think it's going to be pretty important.
Oh, cool. Oh, wow.
And we were living in San Francisco at the time, and we ended up, I think our home was in the first 100 homes listed on Airbnb.
Wow.
And we ended up hosting Brian Chesky, and over the course of meeting a lot of people and thinking about the space and where it was going, we became really excited about where the industry would evolve towards over time. And we basically thought that there were going to be an increasing number of people who were running more and more complex businesses. We were starting to learn more about the true vacation rental space, and we thought me and a group of people who now are the team Wheelhouse thought that it'd be helpful to build tools that could help mediums, basically SMBs, run their business more effectively. So we've been looking at the space for about 8 years. Thought one of the hardest problems to solve was helping people manage the finances of their short-term rental business as effectively as possible. Mm-hmm. And really for the last 2.5 years have been focused on applying data and software and technology to helping people hopefully run their business a lot better.
Wow. So you mentioned the team Wheelhouse.
Yes.
How did you pull together your team?
Sure. So great question. So we started October 14th, 2014, and the first 10 months of our company, we spent, no one took a salary, there's 6 of us. Mm-hmm. We didn't take salaries, and we basically, our goal was to figure out what statistical approach could give us the best predictive ability for how to price any listing on any given day to maximize the expected revenue. And it literally took us 10 months to find the right approach, but we brought together two data scientists, 2 PhD data scientists. I have a background in product development. My 3 co-founders had experience working at Expedia, at some hedge funds. They're technical, so they were a development team, and we're still together. We now grown to about 23 people. We feel very fortunate that we add people who we we've added friends to the mix. A lot of people we've hired have ended up bringing their friends into the company. So we basically have a tightly knit family of 23, and have just feel very fortunate to have the opportunity to work with the people we do now.
And you said you're from Seattle?
Correct.
And you're based in San Francisco?
Correct.
Okay. So you're just right there where all the action is going on these days, huh? Boy.
Yes.
And Wheelhouse is a dynamic pricing model is that now international?
Mm-hmm.
Or where is that? Where?
Yeah, so we're in 15 countries. We're in about 540 major markets. We're actually adding somewhere around 20 to 30 markets per week right now. If your listeners have a market that they'd like us to be in, they can send us a note. We can spin up new markets. It usually takes us about 5 days to get enough data and analytics around a specific market to add a new market. But we are international. We work in different currencies. We can update properties on Airbnb, HomeAway, TripAdvisor, see on other platforms as well. And we focus on bringing basically best-in-class, hopefully dynamic pricing to all of our users.
So let's get into some of the nitty-gritty. I, as a new subscriber of Wheelhouse, mm-hmm. I have a few questions about that, and more about some of the more general kinds of things. First of all, it seems to me that there's a huge amount of data that you need in order to be able to predict the proper, appropriate range of prices mm-hmm. for a rental. How do you do that? Mm-hmm. How is that? I mean, can you give me like a real short thumbnail description of how you actually get your data?
Sure. The three main data sources we use to inform how people should be priced on any given day are data from the short-term rental space, so Airbnb, HomeAway, TripAdvisor. Okay. Data from the hotel space, so if there are relevant hotels in your market, we use information on how hotels are booking and priced on any given day.
Okay.
And the third thing is event-specific data. And we use event data to inform more of the highest periods of demand, mostly for urban markets. So in some more sun and snow destinations, events might not play as big a role, but they're still important to look at. So we collect about 10 billion data points nightly. We have to clean it and analyze it, and we use that information essentially every single day. We're understanding how markets are booking, and we're updating prices based on your booking patterns to help you have the right price on any given day.
Because when I enter your platform, you have access to my history. You have that go back a year or more.
Basically, as much history as we can see from whatever channel you link, and that's really important too. For us, the more information, the better. So the more we know about how your home was booked in the past, how your home was booked in comparison to other nearby homes, how your home's booking in the future, all that information helps us understand how we would price your home on a given day. And hopefully another part that you've noticed is we think there's actually two very important aspects of creating a great pricing model for you. The first is, and kind of our team's specialty is collecting and analyzing data that can help you inform pricing. That's part one. Mm-hmm. And part two is, what are your goals? So as a host or owner, how do you want to handle certain situations that emerge? For example, you can come in on Wheelhouse and customize the approach you think we should take around your last minute discounts. Because it turns out some people want to keep their prices high. If they get a booking, great, but they want to try to maximize their average nightly rate. And some people say, well, if there's a night that is unbooked 40 days out, I want to start dropping prices to try to capture a booking. Mm-hmm. And what we've learned over the course of working with hundreds, thousands of hosts and owners now is that we can give you a lot of data, but we also want to make sure you are making the right choices for your business. So the newest Wheelhouse platform, we call it personalization, is all about putting you in control. So our goal is to empower hosts and owners to essentially be superheroes. We want to build tools for you and your audience that would basically make a hotel jealous. That's what we say in our office. And it turns out it's very helpful to have data, but again, it's up to the individual to decide how they want to put that data and insight and analytics to use for their business. Very good.
Are you still hosting at this particular time?
I'm not. I have a home with 3 roommates. I would love to host, but I'm not hosting right now.
The reason why I asked is because there's a lot of emotionality that goes in with setting your prices. And what I've heard people say, and I admit to some of this myself, is that you don't want to give your space away. You know, you don't want to, well, for lack of a better word, you just don't. You want to have a certain quality of guest, so that seems to be hinged to a price. And on the other hand, you don't want it to be so high that that you're giving a misleading feeling about what you're going to expect there. Mm-hmm. So the emotional factor of this is huge, and it sounds like you're addressing that by giving the owner so much control and trying to implement their own history. You'll see what that means.
Right? Correct. So control is the game here. Yeah. And there's so many nuanced ways that people want to use to manage their business. And when you look at pricing, we recognize it's very emotional. In fact, when someone allows us to automate their pricing, they're basically saying, help take the financial controls, or help take a major aspect of our financial operations away from us, mm-hmm. and help us do it better. So we recognize that's a really big ask, and we recognize that handing over, you're just kind of turning on a machine and saying, update my prices, it can be scary. And so that's why we really sought to give so much control around, you can customize how we handle last minute discounts. You can customize how we handle weekends. So should we price weekends more aggressively or conservatively? You can now handle how you can adjust how we want to, or how our algorithms, our pricing engine should handle seasonality. So price my summer more aggressively, but keep my spring and fall a little more conservative. Whatever you want to do, mm-hmm. because we've learned not only can price inform kind of quality of guest. In some aspects, I think for us, we hear from people who say, well, I want to make sure I make enough money this summer so that I can do meaningful repair work in the fall and winter. So therefore, here's the approach I want to take to my summer, but I don't want it applied to the rest of my calendar. Mm-hmm. So there's so many nuanced ways that people want to run their business, and even property managers who have multiple owners that they're trying to manage for as well, that we really want to put control in the hands of owners. And we know that our specialty and our focus is having the data and insights you need to be able to make informed choices, but then making sure it's easy for you to make those choices.
So specifically, one of my properties is the Wheelhouse in Seal Rock, and I was able to put a minimum, an absolute minimum, so that the price doesn't go below that. So we have an unusual situation this year in that we're in the pathway of the eclipse. So, that's like having the Pope come to visit. That is a once in a lifetime kind of event. And so the nightly prices have shot up during that time. Mm-hmm. And I want to position my place sort of in the middle. I don't want to have it really low, but I also don't want to charge $2,000 a night for it, right? Mm-hmm. So if I what I've done is I've blocked it out because I didn't know what to do with it. But as I look at the Wheelhouse pricing for that month, I'm wondering if because it shows the eclipse time as an elevated price, does that create the top possibility throughout the summer for that? I mean, does it change the whole algorithm because at the top of the graph is this particular price?
Mm-hmm. So we would describe.
Ask that right. So
I'll try to say it back to you. And
okay, thank you. Yes, rephrase me, please.
Sure. So with an event like the eclipse coming, which really is what we would call almost an extreme event, something like the Pope coming to visit, the Super Bowl, basically where you see a very unique booking pattern emerge because of some event, whether it's predicted or not predicted. With cases like that, the limits of that, or kind of the impact of that specific event, should be pretty limited to the days where the event, where that unique booking pattern is actually emerging. So the goal and the challenge is to be able to predict those unique moments when hosts and owners can actually truly increase their rates and drive a pretty significant return. And with us, there are two things you can do. One, our model should be, our pricing engine should be wise enough to be, we're looking every single day to pick up new booking patterns. We look at other prices near you in the far future to see maybe there's some kind of local intelligence that can help move forward our pricing model. And then host owners always have a choice to come in and set a custom rate for any period of days. So,
I didn't see that. Okay.
Yes. So you can click on any day or any series of days, and you can create a custom rate. And so we automate pricing for you. But if you want to adjust your settings, or if you want to create a custom rate, you can come in and do so. And you can say, make sure that these nights sell for $1,500, or keep our pricing here. Mm-hmm. And we basically say, hey, we're really good, but we're not perfect. So maybe there's a new booking pattern emerging near you that you are keen to, that you're aware of, that you want to come and take control of. And you can always do that through Wheelhouse's calendar.
Great. And then I can set a maximum price too, because I noticed that some of the nightly prices are up in like $500 a night range, and this property is probably more like a $250 or $300. It shouldn't go above that. So I can set that nightly max too, and keep it within something that I'm more comfortable with.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly the case. And so minimum, maximum, you can adjust minimum stays, you can adjust a number of other settings as well.
Okay. And all of this is automatically transferred to the channel, to the platform.
Correct.
So if right now I've opened the Airbnb channel. Mm-hmm. I have not done the VRBO or the HomeAway. Now, can I do that? Will they actually flow together on your platform so that your pricing will control both of those at once?
So we don't have the ability to link properties together.
Okay.
So if you had 2 listings or 3 listings, if you had your HomeAway, your TripAdvisor, your Airbnb, they'd all show up as separate properties currently on our dashboard. Okay. And what we have, we refer to that concept as kind of a meta listing, or a property level, address specific listing, and that is coming soon. But right now, those would all be separate listings on our dashboard.
Okay.
And we are, in the next 2 weeks, we're launching integrations with a few property management systems. So if you work with, Booking Sync, with Guesty, with other platforms like that, you'll be able to link properties from those to Wheelhouse as well. Okay. So we have, we're basically in the final steps of those integrations, where we would be able to price just off of an address should you have all your properties organized in that fashion.
Okay, great. How is Wheelhouse different than the other dynamic pricing companies? Sure.
So we there are a number of differences that we certainly highlight. The first is our investment in data science. So we now have 4 data scientists on the team, 3 PhDs. We invested from day one in this company in saying it's going to be a very difficult problem to solve, but if we're exploratory in the right approaches and we invest in data science, we're ultimately going to be able to deliver the best pricing engine, pricing model to customers. And I would put our investment in data science up against anyone in the industry. I don't think anyone's even really close, to be honest. So part one is actually investing in good data to make sure that hosting owners are seeing good prices reflected from us. Part two is the control that we give hosting owners as well. So in launching personalization a couple of weeks ago, we think we have now given hosting owners the most control they could possibly have of their pricing engine. So when we think about Wheelhouse, it really is the intersection of our ability to analyze data and your ability or your understanding of your own goals and strategies. And so by offering more customizations, whether it's last minute discounting, weekends, seasonality, et cetera, we just give you more control than any other platform. I think as well, our ability to work across multiple different channels Other people are starting to do integrations as well, but we were very fortunate that about a year into our company, we won deals with both HomeAway and TripAdvisor where they said, we want you to be the preferred pricing platform for us. So we got privileged access to data. We continue to work with those teams. We have, we have insights that I think other pricing providers might not have. So that's been really key as well. And I think there are other more nuanced change or differences. Those are three of them. I have a lot of respect for teams like Everbooked. Those are great guys. I think I actually don't know the Price Labs team, but I hear good things about them. So, we actually at some of the conferences we meet up and have beers together. So right. I know what we're trying to do is it's a difficult problem. Mm-hmm. It's an interesting problem. I think there's a lot of good work going in this space, but I hope that we've created a pretty differentiated product today.
Fabulous, yeah. Well, I so much. There's a lot of angst about the smart pricing, the Airbnb smart pricing. People pretty much don't like that, and so I think you're stepping into a market that is really desired, needed.
Mm-hmm. I have some thoughts on that might be
okay. Yeah, I'd like to hear them.
Sure. So, with relation to Airbnb smart pricing, I think what we're interested in as a team is we're not sure what the long-term role of marketplaces is in terms of their ability to give hosts and owners great pricing. And we think this might be something that's better suited for a third party like us to help people with. Yes. And by that, there's a couple of things, a couple of reasons for this. One is, Airbnb has they have the best pricing engine out there from a marketplace. From marketplace, they have kind of the only real pricing engine out there from the marketplace. And they're a great team. They work really hard. They have smart data scientists. But they're also a marketplace, and marketplaces are really good at connecting buyers and sellers, but maybe marketplaces aren't the best for setting prices. For example, I don't expect anytime soon that the New York Stock Exchange will tell Microsoft what they should sell their shares of stock for. Mm-hmm. It's just not necessarily a marketplace's place to say what the inventory should be for. Yes. Part two is a marketplace that doesn't necessarily know the underlying cost structure of each of their sellers and their goals, right? So because hosts and owners have different goals and different cost structures, it's tough to put a uniform blanket over everyone and say, here's how you should be priced on a given night. Because again, at Wheelhouse, we really believe that part of how you should be priced on a given night is part of how you think you should be priced. What is your unique strategy? So we don't know that marketplaces are going to become really good at understanding their customers' needs and really offering a fair price based on those needs and goals. So we actually think that a team like us can sit really close to a host or owner who's probably selling their inventory on multiple channels and say, on any given night, here's how you should be priced. And this is our unbiased view, and it's based partly on what you told us about you. Mm-hmm. So we think there's a really unique position that our third-party pricing engine can fulfill. We think pricing is a really foundational part of any successful business in this space. And really, we have 100% focus on building a tool that really works for the host and owner without any other kind of obligation to deliver value to the other side of the marketplace, mm-hmm. Or to deliver perfection to the other side of the marketplace. So we think this specialized approach is something that third parties can do best. We have tons of respect for other people in the space who are making good faith attempts to offer pricing suggestions. We just think we're in kind of, from a structural perspective, we think a third-party pricing engine can provide a lot more value to hosts and owners.
And I believe it's reasonably priced too. What is the cost
for Wheelhouse?
For Wheelhouse, mm-hmm.
we charge 1% of the revenue we manage, mm-hmm. and we think that's pretty fair. On average, we increase people's revenue by the high 20s, usually about 28 or 29%. So charging 1% of that, we think is pretty fair. Mm-hmm. We also give people, if you have one listing, we give you 3 free bookings. If you have more listings, we give you a few more free bookings, so you can try it out and figure out if it works for you. We also, for people with 10 or more properties, we drop that rate to 0.75. So there's a discount for people with a lot of properties. And I certainly think we provide a lot of value. In fact, we've never lost a paying customer. So we started charging for the product.
Wow.
And we've never lost a paying customer. We're very proud of it.
Oh, yes.
And yeah, I think that illustrates the value that we are creating.
Well, actually, that brings up a question. How easy is it to cancel? And I'm asking you that because I used a dynamic pricing model a few years ago, and I canceled it. I decided I didn't like it. And I found out shortly after that my Airbnb calendar was booked out throughout the year, and it didn't stop it. I had to actually call Airbnb, have them go into their calendar part of their program and disconnect this. And it's like, whoa.
Yeah, so it's very easy to cancel, and it's very easy to take control.
Okay.
So you can cancel. You can either turn off pricing in a minute via the site. Just click one button. You can cancel your account. You can unlink any channel at any time. You have full control.
Great.
So, and there's one other part I want to add, Debbie, to the part where we charge 1% of managed revenue.
Oh, yes, I was wondering about that.
Yeah, so what that means is we obviously think automation is important. So if we're doing the work of analyzing your market and updating prices every single day, we think we earn our 1%. But if you were to come in for that big event near you and create a custom rate, and you took over pricing control for that specific event, we don't charge you for that, because we've done our best to give you information, data, and insight. And if you don't want to use it, but you want to use pricing for the other 362 nights per year, great. We'll charge you for automating those. But if you come in and set custom rates over periods of time, we consider that's your decision. We didn't help you with it, so we don't charge you for that.
Interesting. Okay.
We think it's more fair.
Yeah, that's great. Wonderful. Thank you. Great interview. Thank you so much. So as we're winding our interview down, you have a discount that you want to offer our listeners.
Definitely. Yes. So we appreciate everyone taking time to listen today. And Debbie, thank you so much for this conversation. If you're interested in trying out Wheelhouse, you can visit us at usewheelhouse.com. And we have live support on our site almost all the time, so you can message us through a chat window and just tell us you heard about us on Hosting Your Home, or tell us you know Debbie, and we'll give you, I mentioned we always give people 3 free bookings. For your audience, we'll give 10 free bookings for anyone who creates an account with us. We think you'll love the product, and we hope to have you around for a really long time and become a foundational aspect of your business. So just message us. You can email us. You can say hello through chat window. We'll make sure you get your discount.
That's wonderful. Thank you. And we'll have that information on the website too, so that people can link directly to Wheelhouse and have this information.
Great.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And look forward to seeing you at our conference in a couple of weeks. Now, will that be you, or will that be Michael coming up?
So we're going to have at least 2 people from our team, Michael and Quinn, and hopefully me as well.
Wonderful.
Any excuse to get up to the Northwest is always appreciated.
Right.
And I know we're excited. We're pulling together materials now and excited to come say hello.
Fabulous. And you are also welcome to join us for tours at Airbnb and for our happy hour at their restaurant.
I like that.
Yeah, come have some beer.
Excellent. Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Yeah. And any other question I can answer? Or
no, but is there anything else you'd like for our guests to know?
I think I would just say that, one other differentiator I think I should mention is that we invest a lot in our customers and in customer support. And we know pricing is difficult, we know it's hard, and we don't take the responsibility of pricing properties lightly. We recognize we really are asking to take over the finances of your SMB, and we ask to take it over because we think we do really good work. But we also have
SMB, small business? Is that what that means?
Small and medium-sized businesses.
Okay, thank you.
So we think of hosts and owners as you're entrepreneurs. You're running your business, and part of the importance of your your business is the brand you put out there and the work you do to create great spaces that people want to come and stay at. And part of your business is the maintenance and upkeep and operations of everything you need to do. And part of your business is finance. And operations and management, you need to be on the ground. And the brand that you create, that's uniquely you. But financing, the finances, where we want you to tell us how we should help you run your business. We think financing we can do from anywhere. And in fact, we think financing is best when you have a huge amount of data to support what you're doing. So we really think of ourselves as part of your successful business. Even the logo of Wheelhouse really reflects the overlap of our specialty in data science and your specialty in knowing your strategy and your goals and what you want your business to be. So we don't take this responsibility lightly. We're always available to answer questions. We have a lot of content about on our blog about what we're doing, what we're building. I think even in the recent launch of personalization, I think what you'll see is Wheelhouse is really focused on putting you in control. And I hope people enjoy that. It's as easy as you want, or it can be as robust and richly detailed as you want as well. So we offer a lot of flexibility for hosting owners everywhere.
Excellent. Thank you.
There's a lot to take away from this conversation, isn't there? And now that I've used Wheelhouse for a couple of months, I'm discovering some things about myself. And at first, with no minimum, I felt that the prices as we got closer to the day were too low. And I didn't want to feel like I was giving away my property. So I set a minimum, and that made me feel a lot better. And then I set no maximum because I wanted to play with that too. I wanted to see, well, how high is this going to go? And will people book? I still have some maximums not emphasized, or I haven't set a maximum for a couple of the properties, but a couple of them I have gone back and set maximums because I found that I was really uncomfortable emotionally with renting at that level. And honestly, I started thinking, well, how can I up my game? So I'm still sort of playing with that, and I may go back and change it again, which is another really nice function of using Wheelhouse. And I have to tell you that the two fellows on the Wheelhouse team that were here, Michael Quinn and Quinn, we called them the Quinn twins, even though they're not related, were just a hoot. Very charming people, very enthusiastic and energetic. We just really enjoyed them, and honestly, the community loved them. So we're going to have them back again sometime soon, I'm hoping. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this interview, and we want to thank you once again for listening. You know that you can find us on iTunes and, of course, on our website at hostingyourhome.com. We also have a Facebook page, Hosting Your Home, and we also have a Facebook group. So if you're interested in any of those, please check in with us. We'd love to hear from you, love to see you. Take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.